Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Iowa State Cyclones and the Oregon State Beavers. We stand with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Checking in with the Beavers head coach before the game. The big storyline to keep your eyes on today, they are without their starting running back. Their backup has not had any touches yet this season, so this will be new. It's going to be fast and furious to start this first quarter. He challenged his offensive lineman in the locker room before the game. Make sure he's comfortable. Give him time to make his reads. Let's all work together to start this game. Back to you.
Howie will see how they adjust. And the Cyclones kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Making the adjustment on the play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Oregon State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed and finally dragged down at the 32. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. This time they'll throw it. Finds the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. Beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling...
Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Beaver. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
From deep, it's Johns. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Inside, it's Jones. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking to throw, it's Dell. Right side, it's Peppers. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
pass on second down. Out wide left, it's Bear. Dragged down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Still on his feet at the 40. At the 45, on his way. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Here comes the Beaver offense, ready to go. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Rush right in his face. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Changing the routes with his receivers. Drops back on first down. Makes the catch, it's Scott. Made a defender miss. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Return. Fresh set of downs going up top. Escapes the pressure to his right. Uncorks one to the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Iowa State. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Beavers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wants to throw one first. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Moving out to the right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The throw to the outside is complete. All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46.
That's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Looking for running room. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They give it to him again. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Got to make the play on 4th. Good timing on the quick out. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. Just has to do better moving forward.
That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Looking to pass. It's Dell. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Midfield, he's got room. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Cyclones with the 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Peppers. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Ball down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Cyclones have their offense in high gear. Keeps it moving. It's Peppers. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body weight.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked off, and this one could go all the way back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt.
He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Oregon State. A great catch and run for 6.
And they call this sudden change. And we talk about it up in the booth. We're hitting each other right here. Like, you got the turnover. First thing you want to do is be aggressive, take all of that momentum, and go capitalize. And what do they do, man? One play, a big passing play, a big answer, and big-time momentum gained in this football game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
See some running room. He now has 84 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. The Cyclones with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Follows his blocks. It's Peppers. Defense all over him. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Looking downfield, it's Dell. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get it.
Big spread. He gets it in. Touchdown, Beaver. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he makes the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked.
Makes a grab and room to run. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The give on the counter. There he goes. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Moving the pocket, it's Dell. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. And the Cyclones, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to run, it's Peppers. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. The throw. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Nice man. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They're all over it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Works the middle of the field. What a determined run. He did everything in his power and still finds himself a couple of yards short. It'll be fourth down.
And after watching an effort like that, even though he wasn't able to get the first down, as the quarterback, you're going to start throwing to him a lot more often in this game because he's going to pad your stats. You know this guy is going to get tons of yak because he is fighting for every inch out there on the field.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Finds his target down the middle. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. The Beavers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The hand to the running back. Fights off the defender. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Right back to the well. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Tennessee taking on the number 15 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's the Volunteers with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Back to pass, it's Dell. And here's the third interception of the night. Turning it on. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oregon State. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Johns. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. After after giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day.
Hey, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards, another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Cyclones in a good spot here with second and short. Looking downfield, it's Dell. Rush is on. Out wide right, it's Jones. Turns it on in midfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Straight ahead, it's Peppers. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
The offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Gets rid of it.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Got him downfield. Finds a crease at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Iowa State. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. They'll run it. Runs through the tackle. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Beaver! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off. But when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Coming out with it, it's Johns. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity where they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great.
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Well, the offense... shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon State. And the beatdown has ensued.
This offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Deep in the end zone, it's Johns. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run him again. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Back to pass, it's Dell. Right side, it's Bear. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Joey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
There he goes. He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cyclones!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Blue 30! Blue 30! Eagle! Eagle! Duck! Check! Duck! Duck! Net! 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 Head! Head! Looking to throw. Quick catch. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Drops back on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Makes the grab.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to throw. It's Dell. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring in 3rd.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. You got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success in the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short at field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, when I was in school, man, you didn't really work on 4th down. Like, 3rd down was a big priority. Nowadays, so many people going for it. This is the 2nd time they've gone for it already. First time they were successful, but defense prepared, ready to rock and roll. They make the play, and they get the turnover.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense working from the pistol. They want to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. That's caught. It's Scott. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Quarterback changing the play. Wants to throw on first. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Finds him out of the backfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Beavers are marching down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. There he goes. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just Very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time, gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it. It's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback signaling to his guys. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Back's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This offense has converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. A 3rd time would put him in the end zone. Pulls it in. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. There's an old-school thought that says just take the 3 here, but that feels like a win for the defense. I'm going here.
Yeah, and there's a new school thought that says I'm inside the 2-yard line. It's 4th down. I'm going for it. I'm going to be aggressive. So I don't think you have many opportunities like this. I like my chances going for it.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 50, the 40, running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa State. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
He's got it in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we have a 1-possession game late. He'll bring it out. It's Woods. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Beaver offense, ready to go. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Snap in the shotgun. Fires quickly. They wrestle him down after he picked up 11 yards on the play, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Pulls it in. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Lofts one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Both of these offenses just up and down the field, scoring at will. This QB's already got over 150 passing yards in the game, so he's not going to stop slinging it. Which defense can get a stop?
Second and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, pressure's coming. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Zings it complete to the right. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. 1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Rush right in his face. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And, man, that puts this thing away. The QB comes up with another play. Plenty of plays to point to throughout this game, but this one right here ends it. Late in the game, they put it in his hands, and Palmer, he finds a way to get it done.
And you know his play caller was telling him in the headset before the snap, hey, if it's not open, take off and go get us this W right now. You can do it with your legs. The defense decided to try to get after him with the pass rush, but they didn't keep him in the pocket, and he makes them pay for it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. So an 82-yard drive there. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sets his feet. It's Dell. Right down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
And the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations. I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you're saying, I'm just going to eat clock, up by 7 possessions, eat clock, get out of here with them.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.